Title: Iran versus the United States, the war that never officially began. Channel Untold Chapters. Length 8-10 minutes. For more than 4 decades, two nations have stood on opposite sides of global power. No official war declaration, no full-scale battlefield, yet constant hostility. Threats, sanctions, proxy wars. This is the story of Iran and the United States, and how a revolution in 1979 turned allies into enemies and reshaped the modern world. This is Untold Chapters. Part 1. Before 1979, when Iran and the U.S. were allies, 45 to 215. Before the hostility, there was partnership. For decades, the United States supported Iran's Shah, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. Iran was a key U.S. ally in the Middle East, strongly anti-communist, a major oil partner. American companies invested heavily. The Iranian military was trained and armed by the U.S., but beneath the surface, anger was growing. Many Iranians saw the Shah as authoritarian, Western-controlled, out of touch with the people. That anger would soon explode. Part 2, the 1979 Iranian Revolution, 2:15 to 3:45. In 1979, everything changed. Mass protests swept Iran. The Shah fled the country. A religious leader in exile, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, returned and declared a new Islamic Republic. The revolution was not just political, it was ideological. It rejected Western influence, U.S. dominance, secular rule. America was no longer a partner. It was now seen as the enemy. Part 3. The hostage crisis that poisoned relations, 3:45-5:15. In November 1979, Iranian students stormed the U.S. Embassy in Tehran. They took 52 American diplomats hostage. The world watched in shock. The hostages were held for 444 days. For Americans, it was humiliation. For Iran's new leaders, it was defiance. From that moment on, diplomatic ties were cut, trust collapsed, hostility became permanent, the rivalry was sealed. Part 4. A conflict without a battlefield, 5:15-6:45. After the hostage crisis, the conflict entered a new phase. Instead of direct war, sanctions were imposed. Proxy conflicts erupted. Intelligence wars expanded. The U.S. backed Iran's enemies. Iran backed groups opposed to U.S. interests. From Lebanon to Iraq, from Syria to Yemen, the rivalry spread across the Middle East. It was a shadow war, fought without formal declarations. Part 5. The nuclear standoff, 6:45. Tensions escalated again over Iran's nuclear program. The U.S. and its allies feared Iran was pursuing nuclear weapons. Iran insisted its program was for peaceful energy. Sanctions tightened, threats increased. Military action was openly discussed. In 2015, diplomacy briefly broke the cycle with a nuclear agreement. But years later, the deal collapsed.